Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Don't forget, not financial advice, only here to entertain you, only buy on the red candles. And tonight we're live, just hanging out, no special reason, just a couple of announcements, a little announcement. So I landed an AMA with one of the devs from Terrarium. Okay, I totally forgot that I have sound effects on the board, but you can't hear them. But I just did a little applause sound effect. It's going to be Wilman MD. He is going to be on my channel Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about terrarium. And speaking about terrarium, shall we take a little peek at the beautiful terrarium chart? Look at that. So I bought somewhere down here, down very low when they initially launched. That was really good. I was actually watching Teddy Ganja on his channel, and we all bought in together at the same time. I mean, look at that. Look what a great chart that is. And I have to say, this is probably one of the most exciting cryptocurrencies that I've ever been involved in. Super exciting. And from day one, and from like the first 15 minutes that it was launched, very exciting. You know why? Because this is not like just a meme coin. This has actual huge potential. It's a bank. It's essentially a bank. And, with the way that the developers are moving on already, they have news of an exchange coming up. I think in no time, this is going to go from a token to a coin. How exciting is that? They're going to have their own blockchain up and running. And I think, the potential for this is just enormous. It's just huge. So I'm glad I was able to get in from the very beginning. And one of my friends is in the house, James from Before You Go. Hey, James, how are you doing? Do you have superpower over Superman? No, unfortunately not. How are you doing, James? So this is my new channel. I'm friends with James. James, he's got a drone channel. And on my other channel, I have a technology channel, which I haven't posted to in a very long time because I'm doing the cryptocurrency thing. And we used to chat back and forth, but this is the first time that I'm seeing him on my cryptocurrency channel. Welcome, James. James, are you getting involved in cryptocurrency? Because this token right here, Terra, TERA, has huge profit potential. I bought in on day one and I've already tripled my money. How crazy is that? And I think the launch was just 3 or 4 days ago. Absolutely insane. So, a very exciting project. It's essentially a bank. It's a centralized exchange. Other cryptocurrencies, their tokens, they're off another blockchain like Ethereum. This is too. It's off the Ethereum blockchain, but inevitably they're going to have their own blockchain. And all of the guys that have made this cryptocurrency, they're all like doctors and pilots and, very savvy businessmen, very intelligent. So this is like a huge opportunity. If you get in on the ground floor, it's a huge opportunity. James, did you ever wind up getting into cryptocurrency? I know you're very busy with all your drone stuff, but if you have a chance to look into cryptocurrency and get involved, this could be like the first buy that you should consider because I think this is going to be really big. How's your wife doing too? Let's go. Johnny Cash says, hold on, I'm trying to work this StreamYards thing. I'm not usually going live with StreamYards, but I just recently learned how to share the screen and everything on StreamYards. So let's see what Johnny Cash has to say. Let's go. I researched and invested in Terra because of you. Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Bought in on day one, too. Thanks. Awesome, John and Cash. Good for you. Yeah, I think this is going to be very exciting. And also, I have another AMA coming up. So I don't know when you jumped in, Johnny Cash, but I have to say, I got an AMA with one of the devs of Terra. It's going to be on my channel March 1st, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Wilman MD. How exciting is that? Super exciting. Now we have Tracy in the house. Tracy says, hi, Tammy. I need to find good entry point for Terra. I may wait for sell off when taxes go down in a couple of weeks. Here's the thing. Now, Tracy, you know what I always say. Only buy on the red candle. That's always my mantra Always make sure that you catch it on a sale. You could be right. You absolutely 100% could be right. Here's the thing, though. They're having an AMA on Twitter. I believe it's tomorrow, right? Twitter no, it's the 28th. So is that Sunday? I'm not sure. Um, they're having a huge AMA on Twitter to announce very big news, and they're going to announce the probability of them launching on an exchange. You know what it is, buy the rumor, sell the news. So I think if indeed, if they're going on to an exchange, let's say if it's I don't think it's gonna be an exchange like Bitmart. I don't think it's gonna be anything like that. I think it's going to be one of the Mac Daddy exchanges. It wouldn't surprise me if they were like, "Hey, Binance or Crypto.com." So I get what you're saying. Let me just pull up the chart again. Oh, wait a second. Let me take your comment off there. I mean, look at that chart. And I think all of this is going on, you know, I think all of that is going on because of the news of the potential of an exchange right around the corner. So, I mean, I don't know. Normally when they do launches, and it's very true, whenever there's a launch of a token, the initial launch, that green candle, it just skyrockets. And then you should wait to buy in. You should wait for the inevitable red candle down. But here's the thing, the night before the launch, I was on a Twitter space, and one of the guys that was on there, Sam, he's like, "Tammy, hey, Tammy, you gonna buy into Terra?" I said, "Absolutely, Sam, gonna jump in there." And he's like, "When are you getting in?" I'm like, "As soon as it launches." And he's like, if I were you, I'd wait. I'd wait for the red candles to come down." I said, maybe you're right. But you know what? That's a meme coin thing. This is not a meme coin. This is a serious investment. And I thought about it. I kind of like, sat and marinated in my juices all night. And I'm like, you know what? No. As soon as that goes live, I'm jumping in. And of course, there was a little bit of a hiccup with the launch, so it launched a little late, nothing like Lily Finance, which was like very late. This was a little late, and I was able to get in very early. So what I'm trying to say in the long run, I hear you. I know what you're saying about waiting to get in until the taxes are relieved, shall we say. I don't know if how much lower it's going to go down. I think that we could see this is a good entry point. But like I say, not financial advice, but when they have that AMA on Twitter and they're going to break the news about whatever exchange they're going to launch on, I think the price could go even higher. So it's hard, Tracy. I know it's very hard to kind of, it's like you need a crystal ball almost to say, "Okay, when should I get in?" Because when the chart is this new, it's not like you can sit here and do the technical analysis and look for areas of support and resistance because it's brandy new. You really can't do it with a chart like this. So in case anybody missed it, I'm having an AMA on March 1st with Wilmon MD from Terrarium, 6:30 PM Eastern Standard Time. And I also have an AMA on February 27th, 6 PM Eastern Standard Time with one of the devs from Shibtoro. Shibtoro, that's a meme coin. That is a completely different animal, a completely different beast. So if you're interested in checking out any of these AMAs, if there's questions that you want to have answered, so let's say you have a question for the dev of Terra or Shibtoro, either one. Make sure you put because both of them are already posted on my channel. Make sure in the comments section that you post whatever questions. This way I'm able to see them before the AMA starts. I'm going to write everything down because typically people expect an AMA to last about an hour. So let's say I have Wilmon MD for about an hour. Any questions that you can think of, put them in the comments section. I'll try to get to as many questions as I possibly can because I know there's a lot that has to be covered. Don't forget, this is going to be coming off their AMA from Twitter. So I'll be able to ask about whatever big, huge news that they're releasing on that day, whether it's an exchange or whatever it's going to be. But I know it's going to be big news. And let's see. We have a comment here from The Dream. Saitama to the moon. Okay. Well, we hope, right? That's always been the hope for Saitama that they do go to the moon. It would be nice if they went to the moon. Maybe mama could get some of her money back. 'Cause, as of right now, I have lost quite a bit of money in Saitama, and I'll say, I didn't even buy in at the all-time high. I bought in before it. Don't forget the all-time high was when they were in Vegas, went up to 8, right? So we actually gained a 0 from then and have gone down significantly. Of course, the market cratered with the invasion of Russia into Ukraine. Those bastards, really. Did you guys hear the story about Snake Island? Is it Snake Island? Oh, off the coast of the Ukraine. There was like 13 servicemen who are the border guards for Ukraine, and the Russian warship pulled up and they told the guards there, surrender. We're a Russian warship. Lay down your arms. We're warning you. And you can hear the soldiers talking back and forth. And the Ukrainian soldier said, "Hey, Russian warship, you can go F yourself." And of course, they launched a missile and killed all 13 servicemen from Ukrainian. Now they're gone. And they had to know that they were going to die, right? Like when Russia rolls up in a warship and is like, lay down your arms, and you're just a little teeny tiny island, you're probably knowing you're gonna die. And that's how they went down, like men, saying, "Nope, this we're standing our ground, you can go F yourself." So may God bless them. May God bless their families. May God bless the people of Ukraine, and may God protect them. It's just terrible. Johnny Cash says, "Yes, Snake Island, rest in peace." Can you imagine the bravery? And did you know 10% of the Ukrainian militia or army, however you wanna call it, all women in combat positions, ready to fight. You go, ladies, you go, girls. The Klitschko brothers, the professional boxers, one is the mayor of Kyiv, which is the capital of Ukraine, and his brother, who's also these are very wealthy men. These are not just like, they're wealthy individuals standing their ground, willing to fight for their country. Amazing. Amazing. So God be with them. May God be with them. Let's see. Ahmad. Will I buy now Apollo Inu? Oh, well, let's check out the situation with Apollo Inu. So I'm sure everybody knows because I've gotten a ton of comments about my video that I did about Apollo Inu. How I said initially to stay away from it, right, guys? Because the website was a complete and utter joke. And I told everybody to stay away from it because I got a bad vibe about it. Look at that. It is blowing up. By now, I don't know. I'd wait. I'd wait for this price to come to, but it could be, I don't know anything about Apollo. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I know more about terrarium. That's why I'm telling Tracy, oh, I don't know if you should wait because I don't know if it's going to come down. But in Apollo, I just can't advise you on this one because I don't know. Like what's going on over there? I know the reason that I didn't like it initially was because their website looked terrible. You guys remember that first website they had up? There was no information there. It didn't look like the devs were doxxed. There was no white papers, no audit. It's just like, hey, we have a dream. Come dream with us. How do you invest in something like that? And I'm like, oh no, this has like a rug pull written all over it. I'm staying away from it. And then people like Zach Humphreys and Austin Hilton were all like, oh, this is a great project. You should get into it. Wink, wink, we know the devs. This is going to be amazing. So after it was on the market for a couple weeks with that ragtag website, then they fixed the website and then it started to explode. So I can't imagine the thought process with a dev that they're launching a cryptocurrency and they want it to be successful, right? Wouldn't you have your ducks all in a row before the launch? Wouldn't you have put out the best website that could ever be? You would include all of the pertinent information. This is our roadmap. This is what we want. This is what we plan to do. Everything. Like put it all up there. There was nothing. There was literally a one-page website that looked like they had their kid do it in WordPress, and that was it. And now you look at the website and it's completely different. So, to me, I wonder the thought process behind it. Why? Why the janky website? Why almost no information? Why no roadmap? Why no doxing of the devs? Why? Was it to keep people away until all of their friends bought in? And then they were going to start sharing the news of I don't know. I'm just saying, to me, very sus. Let's see, let me pull up another one. Is Uniswap down? I can't trade at all. Hey, it's a possibility. I don't know if Uniswap is down, but you know what? Many a times I try to buy on Coinbase and that thing was down. This is why it's so important to always have multiple exchanges. Although I know Uniswap technically not really an exchange. Um, so if they're down, that would be bad. Hey, maybe that's why everything is up. Nobody could sell anything. Although keep in mind, terrarium, there is a huge tax right now if you buy or sell. So initially, when I bought into terrarium, the taxes are 17%. And the reason that they did this was because they wanted to deter any of the earlier buyers from selling off immediately. So they figured if they imposed the 17% tax, it would at least hold the wolves at bay for like 3 weeks. Okay, maybe they'll wait the 3 weeks. This way they're not going to get hit with double taxes. So hopefully. But no, I don't know. Does anybody else know in the comment section if Uniswap is down? It would surprise me if they were. Okay, so here Xavier is saying, "Yes, it's down." I've never heard of that being down. Isn't that crazy? For anybody that's new here, just joining me, uh, let me see. I wrote it and now I don't have my glasses on. Tuesday, March 1st. I'm having an AMA with Wilman MD, who is one of the devs from Terra. So he will be in the house 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I still have to make the thumbnail and release the big news on Twitter, but very exciting. And then, of course, I have the AMA with one of the devs from Shiptoro, and that's going to be on the 27th, 6 p.m. on the dot. So that will be super exciting because the whole Shiptoro army is just crazy and amazing. Let's pull up another comment here from John Cash. Shibnobi is an amazing project with tons of utility coming. Yes, I totally agree. I really have big faith in Shinja. I really do. I'm really good friends with Teddy Ganja, and of course, we know Teddy is like the nerdy, geeky, brilliant genius, and he's going to Dubai with the rest of the team from Shinja to represent themselves over there at the Dubai Expo, the Crypto Expo. So very exciting for Teddy. I'm super happy for him. He's worked really hard, so he deserves it. But yeah, I'm very bullish on Shinja too. Like the rest of the market, though, their chart got spanked when our market cratered a little bit, but that's okay. You can't win them all. But it bounced back. Saitama bounced back. Shinja bounced back. Everything that came down quickly bounced back. It was like a one night blip. The Russian market, however, they've absolutely cratered and they've not come back. So the sanctions are slow to work, but they will work. And if we think we know everything that's going on, I can promise you we don't. We don't know anything of what's going on behind the scenes. The government, they all have stuff going on that you and I will never know about. Does this mean that what was that? Thank you. I'm trying to squint and look at the screen because I don't have my glasses on. Thank you very much, Prize Syndicate. I appreciate it. Super chat. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, like I was saying before, before those AMAs, It's all listed there in my video section, probably on the live stream chats. If you have questions for the dev from Shibtoro or the dev from Terra, make sure you go to that video, list out your questions because I'm only going to have an hour each with these guys. And I want to make sure I get as many of the questions answered as I possibly can, especially with terrarium, because that's the hot new thing. This is not a meme coin. This is like a serious token. It's a serious investment. Oh no, my camera went out. Okay, whew, I got it back. Thank goodness it came back. It's a Canon camera, and every 25 minutes, it automatically turns itself off. So if I'm not watching the screen and I miss it, it's just a black screen. So sometimes you hit the shutter and it comes back on, and then sometimes it doesn't. It's really hit or miss here, but thank you. Oh, yes. Let me hit it. Yes, please hit that like button. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. So, do you guys have any questions? Let me pull up the terrarium chart again. Or actually, we left off. Oh, hold on a second. Let me go back to StreamYard. I'm just learning this StreamYard thing, guys. Please be patient with me. Now we have Apollo still up here. Let's go back to terrarium. I will just pull this up. If you guys have any questions about any other charts, you know, let's check them out together. Do a little technical analysis. How does that sound? Where is it? Here it is. Well, you've got me. Look at that beautiful chart. That is I bought down here. I don't know. Can you see my cursor? When I do that, can you see my cursor? I bought down here. I don't know. I don't know if the cursor thing is working. But, do we have any requests to look at any different tokens or coins, whatever it is you guys wanna look at? Right now, we'll pull that chart up. We'll do a little technical analysis. I will give you my opinion about whatever you're getting in. Like I was telling Tracy, she asked earlier, she wanted to know a good entry point for Terra. Here's the difficult thing. Whenever you're analyzing a token that's so new, it's very difficult to do technical analysis for them because you don't have historical data. There's nothing really there when it comes to areas of support and resistance. It's more like, okay, what do we know about this particular thing? What's new for it? What do they have planned? What's going on? It's one of those things. So it's very difficult to do that for a token that's this new. Click Eye and Sprout, Safe Moon. Okay, so you guys are really laying it on here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to do this for this. Hold on. Um, oh, did my camera freeze? No. You know what? Hold on a second. You know what? I'm just gonna have to leave it there because if I don't look at that face. If I remove this, my audio gets moved too, and I don't wanna do that. Hold on a second. Let me just try. You know, ridiculous. I hate Canon. Okay, so you know what? Oh well, we'll just rock with the screen here. Hold on a second. Kronos blockchain is very interesting. Yes, and if my camera was up, I could like show you all of the different mines that I have in DeFi when it comes to the Kronos blockchain. I have so many mines, I have so many farms like actively. Every single month I'm generating a few $100 just off of everything that's going on with the Kronos blockchain. So I love crypto.com. Okay, so let's go back here. What did we say? Okay, Sprout. We'll check out Sprout. I don't know anything about Sprout. So I'm just imagining that Sprout that is going to be SPROUT. Wrapped ETH and Sprout. Let's do that one. Okay, now whenever I do technical analysis, I always like to keep it on the 4-hour chart because there's so much more that can be gleaned from ooh, okay. So obviously okay, hold on. Let's see when this was launched. January 10th. Okay, so okay. You can see it's one of those tokens that when it launched, look how it blasted off. You can see This it just absolutely blasted off. It had a really good launch. You pull it out further. So right now, this is going to be it's laying right above an area of support, which is hold on, let me see. One, two, three, four zeros. Is that four zeros? Four zeros, 23. Okay, so at four zeros, 23, that's going to be $23 per million. Okay. So, hmm. And right now it's at about $31 per million. So you do have I think this chart is going to come back down. I think you'll be able to pick it up again. You probably will be able to get this at least 26 or $27. If you wanna wait, if you wanna buy in, I mean, look where it's been. And this, of course, is the market crash a little bit right now. So we're down here, actually, hold on a second. No, this started to come down way before the market crash. February 7th, it started to come down. You're entering into an area of definite accumulation now. I'd wait a little bit for Sprout. You know why? Because we could go a little lower. I mean, although we have support here, but being that and let me tell you why. You were here at an area of, it wasn't an all time high, but it was a very high area of $78 per million. It tumbled down precipitously. This is way before the market tanked. Way before that. It has a little bit of a correction over here we can see. But, what caused this over I would wait. I think it's gonna go lower. So right now it's on a green candle, and you guys know I always say, "Don't buy on a green candle, buy on a red candle." So I think you could wait, you can get it a little cheaper, but there's definite 24, 23 is an area of support. So if you wanna wait until it comes down so you get into that area of support, that would be good. Okay. Now I got a whole bunch of people telling me, "Okay, I was at your live. Your camera's not working, Tammy." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. My bad. My camera stinks. I should probably end it and come back in and fix it, but it's okay." So yes, did that answer your question for Sprout? I'd wait till it comes down a little bit because that's crazy how it look at how it came down so much. Okay. Anybody else? What were the other ones? Sprout was one. Okay, California hold on, let me pull this up. California Condor says, "Where did you find the information that VVS Finance is inflationary? I'm trying to find it as I am now working on the Kronos blockchain." Um, okay, so when you go to VVS Finance let's just do that now, shall we? Okay, let's go over to the VVS Finance website. I have to type it in, you guys, so just give me a second. I'm gonna leave you on that Sprout chart, and then what we're going to do is, pull up the VVS Finance website because I do wanna show you I'll start sharing this one. Share this tab instead. Here we go. Can you see this now? Hold on. Okay, yeah, here we go. Okay, so I had done a complete review about VVS Finance, if you remember. And one of the guys, like, the day after I did the review, I I said to everybody, "It's an inflationary token." He started yelling at me. He's like, "Oh, you guys don't read these websites." And I'm like, "No, it's you are not reading the website. I read it just fine. Go to the white paper." "Honey, mommy's on the camera. He's a good boy. I love you." Okay. Um, so when you go to their white papers, you get all the information on the white papers. So make sure that whenever you're investigating a token or a coin, you hit the white papers because that's going to give you all the information that you need. So down here, hold on a second. It's down here somewhere. If we go to on the left-hand side, we usually have a little thing that says tokenomics. So let's see if we can find tokenomics. I'm looking, you guys. Hold on a second. it's definitely getting started. This is oh, you guys, can you believe this cat? He's horrible. Can you believe this cat? This is what I have to deal with day in, day out. It is definitely it was in the white papers. They do every year, they release a certain amount of tokens more. That's why everybody's so upset with VVS Finance. Not upset with them, like, you understand this. They were upfront about it when they said, "We are an inflationary token." But, yeah, where is it now? Because it used to be on this left-hand side, and I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, they all have the same thing. Oh, do I have to go through and hit every single one of these? Where the heck is the tokenomics? Come on now. Okay, I don't know where it is, but oh, you know what? Where's the search bar? Tokenomics. It probably would have helped if I had done that from okay. Here we go, people. VVS is the governance token of VVS Finance Protocol. It adopts an emission model where 50 trillion VVS will be produced the first year, having every year thereafter. For example, 25 trillion will be released the second year within the block per emission, dependent on each. Okay, so this year, 50 trillion was released. The next year, 25 trillion will be released. The year thereafter, 12.5 trillion, and that's so on and so forth into perpetuity. This is the release schedule right here. Did that answer your question? I can't believe it took me so long to find that. Ridiculous. Any more chart? Should we check out another chart? Hold on. Of course, probably nobody stuck around for that. They were like, no, that took entirely too long. Peace out." JC Tompkins says, "Howdy, crypto queen. Howdy, JD. How you doing?" Or JC. I'm sorry. I can't read anything. Got Arturo in the house. Hello. Good evening, Arturo. Stop it. My cats. It's a rumble in here, people. It's a rumble. Price put. Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. Bill Nye, the Nazi spy, says price prediction for Phoenix V2 in 6 months. Let's go to Phoenix chart. Oh, let me share this tab instead. Here we go. Can you guys see that? Well, now I got to go back to StreamYards. Okay, yeah. Populate, please. Look at that chart, you guys. Come on now. Is this not a beautiful chart? Do you guys know I bought this chart? I bought it way down here, and now it's like almost double my bag. Okay, in 6 months, they're going to have so many catalysts that happen within 6 months. That's going to be September or August by the time that happens, 6 months. I think Fit is gonna have the first game released by then, and when it does, I think that's right now, we're sitting at is it 7 zeros? 596? By then, like I said, you guys, this is not financial advice, please, not financial advice, but with, token burning, tokenomics, I think we could shed a couple zeros. I think 2 zeros. But 6 months, don't forget, please don't forget, this is a long game. So 6 months is not really that long for this token because they've been very honest saying that they have a lot going on, but it's just FID and the other guy doing and I feel so bad because I always forget the other coder's name, but it's just those 2 guys coding. I think we could have a huge catalyst going on when that first game is released. I think the big catalyst is when that first person shooter game is released. I think that's gonna take longer than 6 months, though. I think how about saying 6 months? We say end of year. Is that a better way to say? I think we'll lose 3 zeros by then. I think that's a possibility. So if we lose 3 zeros off the price of Phoenix, instead of being $7 per billion, is it right now? It would be more like $70 a million, if that makes sense. If the price is 407, then it would be $70 per million. That is if we're staying in line. Is Terra a good buy? So we just went through that oh, let's go back here. Let's bring up the Terra chart again. Yes, I think Terra is really the big buy. I think if you're looking to invest your money right now, I think Terra is the way to go. I really do. I think that this is going to be something sensational, something exceptional. This is not a meme coin. This is a legitimate bank. They're going to be a centralized exchange, which is basically a bank. There's a lot of different hoops that they have to still jump through if they want to get that debit card attached to the system the way that they plan to. So let's go back. Let's go to the Terrarium website because I don't know if you guys had a chance to see it or not. They did revamp it a little bit. So it does have like this little ticker streamer, which is very attractive. I like that. And right down there's all that. So they're looking to do this Terrarium card. This is like a debit card. You can either finance it with cryptocurrency or fiat, which is money, American dollars. To do that, to get a debit card attached to something, that's a lot of work. And of course, we all know the big news is going to be that they're getting on an exchange already. Like they're only a week old and they're already going to be on an exchange. And when they say they're going to be on an exchange, I don't think it's going to be like a freaking Bitmart exchange. I think these guys are going to be straight up a real exchange. I think they're going to be like probably crypto.com. What do you guys think? Or Binance? So, yes, I do think Terra is not only a good buy, I think it is right now the buy. If you can get into Terra, I would recommend it highly. Highly, highly, highly because it's going to be everything. I've already tripled my money because I bought in the day of the launch. Now, initially, and just in case anyone's new here, you just tuned in. I am going to have an AMA with Wilman MD on March 1st. He's going to be on my channel for an AMA. He's one of the devs of Terrarium. He's going to be here 6:30 p.m. So if you guys can think of questions, I already have it listed in my video lineup. Go into the comment section and start dropping as many questions as you can think of, whatever it is that you're curious to know about Terrarium, get your questions in there because I want to get as many questions in as I possibly can. When you get these AMAs with these devs, they're busy. Like they're devs. It's a lot of work. You're working. Every time I talk to a dev, they always tell me the same thing. I'm working 20 hours a day. I'm working 20 hours a day. So if I could have just a little bit of their time, it's always going to be about 1 hour, and that's it. What up, Crypto Queen? Well, a lot's up. I landed an AMA with the dev from Terrarium. I had to step up my game, people. Sandstorm was landing all the AMAs. I'm like, hey, I gotta do a little more with this AMA stuff here because, to be honest with you, everybody, all the different tokens that I've done, I have people requesting me to make them videos, and I said, "Hey, do you wanna come on my channel and do an AMA, or do you want me to do a review of their token?" You guys know I put a lot of work into my videos. It's not just how I am right now, where I'm looking at a website. Like, I full on completely produce a video where it looks like they can make a commercial out of it. That's the kind of production value I'm putting into my videos, right? So, of course, when they see my videos, they're like, "Oh, we'd rather you make a video for us." So it was hard to get an AMA. So this finally I'm like, "You know what? I'm not gonna offer anymore. I'm not going to ask them if they'd like me to make them a video. I'm just gonna say, 'Do you want an AMA?'" And that's what I gotta do because everybody else is getting, like, all these different devs on their channel, and I feel like I'm a step behind everybody because I'm focused too heavily on the editing process of my videos, so I've gotta let that go. Let's turn the camera back on, let's see if we can get it to work again. Please come back to me. Please come back to me. You know what? Hold on, let me go to settings, hold on a second. There it is. Did I come back? Can you guys see me again? Yes. Oh, let me tell you something. Mama is figuring out this OBS thing. Mhm. I'm back, guys. Wait. I know you missed me, so let me put myself back on the big screen. That whole time I was out the camera, oh my gosh, all I had to do was hit the settings button and tinker with that. Okay. Okay, well, now that I'm back, shall we go back to a chart? Now that you can see my face? So, yes, and then the 27th, I'm having the dev from Shiptoro on. Here's the thing though with the dev from Shiptoro, he's doxed through KYC, which stands for Know Your Client. So this is where they submit all of their information to this company. They know who they are just in case this particular token or whatever project it is, if it rugs, you know who to go after legally. But he doesn't wanna dox video-wise because he's got a wife and kids, he feels like he needs to protect them. So, the dev I don't even know what I'm gonna call him. I guess just dev, uh, it's just going to be his voice. It's not going to be a visual of him because he's not visually doxed, he's doxed with the company. So, he's trying to protect his family by not showing his face, and I get that. Listen, there's crazies in the world. Johnny Cash says, "What's your take on hold on, Shumo token? One of my friends is invested in it and told me about it. It's over 100% right now." So it was a lot of stuff, but let's go to look up that chart, okay? Let's share this tab instead. Shumo. Let's see what we find out here. You know what there's so many new tokens released every single day. I mean, it might be up 100% from a certain time, but not from like its all-time high. So right now, if you were to buy, hold on. If you were to buy this, you'd pay about $370 per million. It's climbing right now, but everything has climbed. But this launched on, oh wait, can you see it? Hold on, let me go back to StreamYard. Yeah, you can see it. Um, Let me see when this launched. This just launched too on February the 9th. And you see what I'm talking about? Whenever something launches, it comes racing out of the gates and inevitably it drops because whoever pre-bought it down here, hold on, whoever got in down here, they start dumping on everybody and taking their profits right here. It goes back up. And then all of these red candles, these are the early investors still taking profits. So, you know what? Maybe you shook out a lot of the whales. Let's take a look at the buys and sells here. Maybe you got lucky. Maybe this shook out some. Look at all these sales. So yeah, hey, maybe this is a good one because maybe there's a possibility. Here's a 14 ETH buy. That's big money. That's a lot of money. 18 ETH buy, 14 ETH buy. So there's big money getting into this right now. But don't forget the big money started to get in down here. Okay, so just be careful. because now the price has already changed. Like you said, it went up 100%. So, if you decide to jump in, just be careful because now the big money that got in down here at $200 a million, now they could start to dump out at $360 a million, excuse me. Looks like you should get a lot of whales here. So what is this? Shumo. I don't even know what it is. Hold on, let's go to CoinMarketCap, guys. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the Shumo website and see what it is because I have never even heard of Shumo. What is it? No, wait a second. That's not it. Is there a website attached to this? Hold on. More info. No. What's the name of this company? Let me start dumping out. Mm. What's the name of Shumo? What does it have obviously, it has a name. Do you know it? Someone else is rooting for Shumo. All right, guys. Well, tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, because I wanna Shumo Crypto. Let's see if that will bring up the website. Shumo.io. Okay, here we go. Shumo.io. Share the tab instead. The world's most powerful SHIB. Oh my goo. He's a sumo sheeb, right? The sumo sheeb. Shumo is an earth-shattering deflationary token on the Ethereum blockchain. Community-controlled Shumo's immense power is at your fingertips. A unstoppable. Oh no, typo area. Typo area. I'm just as bad as they are. It should be an unstoppable Shiba at your service. Sworn to serve and protect. Let's look at the white papers. I don't know anything about this thing. Main issues many cryptocurrency projects face is the lack of long-term volume, which invariably slows down further development and subsequent reinvestment into enhancing the project. You vote for Shumo to squash some supply. Well, that's a little interesting. Okay. Tokenomics 2% in reflections, 5% to the liquidity pool, 3% to marketing, and 4% trading portfolio. I've never heard of this. 4% trading portfolio. What does that even, dude, what does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what that means. I've never seen that before. Usually it's like, okay, marketing and development, this and that, this amount for charity. But this is okay. So let's go back to the website because I don't know what that is. Investors will control a community investment fund that will buy, sell, or farm assets, including NFTs. All profits will go back to holders. Okay, that's very interesting, actually. That is very interesting. So you guys collectively get to own these different assets. But what if the assets are no good? Like, what if you buy some bum NFTs? Then you're sitting on top of 4% of nothing. I'd rather not pay the tax. I'd rather, right? Because you want to have control over your money. I'd rather it just be 2% reflections, 5% liquidity pool, 3% for marketing. Let's say even if they threw 1% at the development wallet, right? 12% tax, and then you just don't pay this 4%, and you get to do with your money what you want. But let's go back to the chart and look at it again. How many holders? Okay, so there's 2,354 holders right now. Hmm. And let's look at the buys again. Yes, there is big money going into this, but I'm thinking obviously it's these big buys here. Like you see this one that says 15th, 19th. When did they buy this? On the 25th. So let's go back up to the chart. When was the 25th here? Okay, the 25th is right here. So yes, all of those big huge buys caused this price to go up. So when the whale I'm gonna assume they're whales. When the whales bought in, they bought it at $166 per million. Now they've driven the price up to over double. And you see this little red candle? I'm just worried for you that they're gonna start to dump out here unless there's information that do you have information? Like, is there anything big that's potentially going on with Shumo that that is affecting the price? Besides the whales just buying into it, pumping it up, and will probably maybe probably dump it once they get into profit. It's a Patreon group, Pump and Dump. Oh, okay. Let me pin that comment. It's a Patreon group, Pump and Dump. Who is the Patreon group? Do you know? Is it Zach Pumphrys or Austin Shilton? That's what we call them. Tectonic. I was in the Tectonic mine in the VVS. Oh, now my camera's back. Hold on a second. I forgot. Okay. So I'm in decentralized finance on the crypto.com, Kronos blockchain, IMA dApps. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. Hold on. Let me kill my light. This will help, right? Do you see that better? Oh, no. I'm trying to. No, it's not going to work. Hold on a second. Hi, sweetheart. Mommy's showing people stuff, so you have to be quiet. I love you. Let's go to VVS Finance. If you can't see it, then I'll just tell you about it. But I killed the light, so it should be up a little bit. Here's something that's really important for you to remember if you're invested into DeFi, because I did this. I forgot the mine had expired, okay? And a lot of my tokens were sitting dormant in these mines that were no longer active. For 2 weeks, I could have put them into something else where they could have been collecting money, but I was stupid. I forgot about them, and so they just sat. So oh, no, you just can't see it. Well, let me just pull this up. Be a VVS miner. That's me. I'm a miner. I have my money in auto VVS. Some of it. No, you can't see it. Shucks. Okay, well, anyway, there's a place where you can go that says active mines and mines that are done. So if you go to the finish mines, I had a ton of money, not a ton of money, you understand, but I had some money into a tectonic mine where I staked VVS and I earned tectonic, which was interesting because tectonic is so new too. Thank you. Yield farming. Yep. All on crypto.com. And the reason that I love crypto.com, you guys, it is the easiest thing in the world. You literally go to crypto.com, the exchange, you buy everything on crypto.com, and then you just export it to the DeFi wallet. And then from the DeFi wallet, you just go to different dApps and then you just take your money and put it into farms and mines, and it just accrues and accumulates, and it just is DeFi is everything. Okay, so in my auto VVS, right now I've got about 12 million, which is not worth that much. It's only worth about 500 bucks. But when I first started to buy into VVS, it was significantly more money. But now the APY has dropped down to 73%. When I first started to put money into this mine, it was like 229%. Let me hit the camera again so it doesn't turn off. What else am I in here? Oh, I'm also into staking VVS so that I can earn single tokens. And so far, I've got 6 million VVS stake there, which is worth about 200 bucks. And I've earned about 12 bucks worth of single finance. I'm gonna do a video on single finance where I show you how to do, pseudo market neutral strategy with their one-click thing where the time machine, it shows you what your earning potential and profit could be if you go into a certain pool. So all of that is gonna be super cool. But yes, I love it because there's so many different things. It's not just so you know, it's not just VVS Finance. Mad Meerkat is making a crap ton of money. What's not making a crap ton of money is ChronoSwap. Stay away from ChronoSwap. I lost a boatload of money in ChronoSwap because when I first entered into it, ChronoSwap was brandy new, you know? And whenever anything is brandy new, the price skyrockets. And then shortly thereafter, the price comes dropping down just like anything else, except for terrarium. Just so you know, not terrarium. Terrarium is terrarium. A year from now, terrarium is going to be worth, I don't even know, but way a lot more because I think in a year from now, they'll have their own blockchain set up. Think about it, guys. They just launched last week. They're announcing something on Twitter this weekend about news of an exchange. And it's not going to be some crappy little Bitmart exchange. You know, these guys are, they're not going to Bitmart. They're going to go to probably either crypto.com or Binance or Coinbase, one of the bigger ones, KuCoin, one of the nicer ones, the better ones. They're not going to stinky little Bitmart, Lbank, Gate.io. That's not these guys. They're going high class. Let's see what Casey Jones says. Casey Jones, not a pump and dump. Call a group, just not a pump and dump it a call group just like your channel. Good and zero is just fudding. Oh, okay. I don't listen. I don't know. Mike says, love MMF, that API on the, yeah, liquid pool is just super. Ooh, wow, that will be big. Let's see what this one says. Why would you FUD? Know nothing about the coin. I didn't FUD. I just said, I don't know. The one guy said it was a pump and dump. I don't know. But if you look at, let's share this again. Hold on a second. Wait, still new to, if you look at this chart, what caused this pump? When this was trickling down like this, there was a big rush of money into there. Big buys, not small buys. This, if you look down here, this is a 15 Ethereum buy. Down here is almost a 19 Ethereum buy. They were all done on the 25th within a short span. Oh, wait a second. I wonder if these were the same person. Wait, OX96? No, they were different people. Well, it could have been the same person with just two different wallets. We don't know. But yes, I wonder why. Historically, let's look down here and see if there's been other big buys for this token that big. Just give me a second, guys. I just want to scroll through something because I do want to get to the bottom of this. This is very interesting, I think. So far, I'm down to February 23, and I don't see any buys that big. Scroll, like you see little buys, like a quarter of an Ethereum, half an Ethereum. There's one for 2 Ethereum. That's the biggest one so far. Well, that was this. Okay, 1 second. Wait, okay, no. Going down. Here's one for 2 Ethereum buy. Another one for 2 Ethereum, but keep in mind, it's 2 Ethereum is not that much, 3,000, right? Not that much. Now compared to 15 and 16, all of these are smaller buys. Let me see when this launched again. the ninth. Well, listen, I'm not gonna go all the way down to the ninth because we know that kinda yes. Okay, so now okay, now that I've gone through all of that and I've seen that there have been no large buys for this other than in this area, it tells me something, either somebody knows something or he's right to the point of not that it's a pump and dump. Let me just word it this way. Not that it's a pump and dump, but it definitely got a pump. From whatever reason it was, I'm not saying that it was a pump and dump, but it definitely did get a pump from someone. Maybe somebody mentioned it, somebody talked about it, it caused these people to buy in. What time is it? It's 12:30, you guys. I gotta go because my neighbor is sleeping and I live in a condo and her head is like right her the way our houses are set up, her headboard faces the back wall of my back office, which is where I film. It's right there. So I have to keep it down. So I'm going to let you guys go. I thank you so very much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget, listen, please don't forget. Already I have posted 2 AMAs, one from the developer from Shiptoro. He's going to be on my channel February 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The thumbnail is there. I have to yet make a thumbnail for the AMA for Wilman MD. He's the dev for Terrarium. He's going to be on my channel March 1st, 6:30 p.m. Let's load them up with questions, okay? Anything that you can think of that you want to know about terrarium and Shibtoro, please put in the comment section. You can already go to the comment section and start putting things there. Or if you want to message me on Twitter, anything you guys want to know about Shibtoro or terrarium, let's find out, okay? And thank you so very much for joining me. And thanks for putting up with no camera. You guys are the best. A lot of you hung out there, and I really appreciate you. And I can't remember who sent me the super chat earlier, but I thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And I hope everybody has a beautiful night. And don't forget to listen to the AMA from the devs. It's going to be on Twitter from the terrarium, so you can listen to see exactly what exchange they're going to be on. It's super exciting. So, hey, Tracy, in case you're still here, let me know if you've decided to get into terrarium because I think even here it's going to be a good buy-in. I really do because it's still early. It's still early, you guys. It's still very early for this cryptocurrency. It just launched last week, and I think we have a really good growth opportunity here. Even though it's on a super giant green candle right now, I think it's still good. I'd buy in if I hadn't already. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on the red can unless it's terrarium. Then you got to get in. All right, guys, take care.